So I have an update for you guys. This is from the International Business Times. It's about the issue of sucking baby dicks. Yeah, I'm not kidding. So, of course, I'm referring to the traditional ultra-Orthodox Jewish ceremony of circumcising a baby and then sucking off the bloody foreskin. This is real. This is real. Don't believe me? Google it as I'm talking here, okay? It turns out New York City is back to debating a compromise on this practice. So IBT says, quote, officials from the city's Board of Health agreed this week to open a public discussion about a proposal that would rescind a rule requiring consent forms for the procedure, in what has been an attempt by Mayor Bill de Blasio to balance public health prerogatives with concerns about freedom of religion. So understand what they're saying there. They had consent forms for this, and now they're getting rid of it. They're like, oh, this was overregulation. The state was too big, too involved. This was something that got in the way of sucking the bloody baby dicks. So let's get rid of the forms and just let them, the wild, wild west of sucking baby dicks. That's what it is now. I got more on this. They say, de Blasio had pledged to rescind the consent regulation during his mayoral, I hate that word, campaign, and members of his administration have spent months in talks with ultra-Orthodox leaders on a suitable compromise. Again, think about how ridiculous that is. We're having a debate, we're having a discussion, we're trying to find the middle ground on sucking bloody baby dicks. More than 3,000 babies are circumcised each year in New York using this method. And since 2000, at least 17 cases of infant herpes have happened, and there were 2 deaths. 2 deaths as a result of this. Now, here's my favorite part. A comment from an ultra-Orthodox Jewish leader on this. Quote, it is to Mayor Bill de Blasio's eternal credit that he recognized how profoundly offensive the regulation was to our community. Religion has gotten people to believe and say and utter out loud to the public that it is offensive that you dare try to even minorly regulate the practice of cutting off the tips of baby dicks and sucking off the foreskin with blood. It's offensive that you would question them and not even ban it. Have minor regulations like a form that has some health concerns on it. It's offensive that you do that. You know what I find slightly more offensive? Cutting off baby dicks, sucking the foreskin and the blood. That's more offensive. That's significantly more offensive. And if people weren't blinded by the stupidity of religion, they would go, what the fuck are we thinking? Imagine for just a second for me, for just a second, there was some secular person, so he did this in no way attached to religion, and what he would do is he would cut off the tips of baby dicks and suck the bloody foreskins off. And this wasn't for any ceremonial reasons, any traditional reasons, any religious reasons whatsoever. It's just something that a really creepy guy liked to do. Would we say, it's Ted. Ted's just good doing his hobby. Who cares, man? The government offended me when they tried to make Ted fill out a form, or they tried to make the parents fill out a form notifying them of the health damages of Ted mutilating their baby's dick and sucking off the blood in the foreskin. I'm offended that the government got involved in Ted's hobby in such an incredible way. Why the fuck? If a secular person does it, it's the most outrageous thing ever. But if you do it in the name of a religion in a fundamentalist way, people are like, yeah, I don't see the problem. In fact, I'm offended that you try to even regulate it. You know what I would do if I was mayor? Ooh, ban it on day one. Day one, son. And then everybody would go, he's cracking down on our religion. He's against religious liberty. Yeah, that's religious liberty. You have the religious liberty to suck baby dicks. What else do you have the religious liberty to do? rape people with metal pipes? How about that? Do you have the religious liberty to murder people? Can you sacrifice a goat in the middle of Times Square and spray the blood everywhere? Spray them on people walking by? Do you have that? Can you do that in the name of religious liberty? Can you stop people from getting vaccinated in the name of religious liberty? People would cry, like, oh, he's anti-religion. He's taking away our liberty to suck baby dicks. Ah! You know, guaranteed. Anti-Semite. You're an anti-Semite because you're against sucking bloody baby dick foreskins. That's what you are. Okay, man. You know what it is? I'm going to pull a FDR right now. If you're against me on this, I welcome your hatred. I bathe in your hatred, and me bathing in your hatred is fine because that's totally better than you bathing in blood from a baby's dick.